Hi there folks, and welcome to another episode of Computer Basics with myself, Mr. H. So today we're going to be looking at laptops, and because we're going all the way back to the basics, I want to look at what do we actually do, and what do we need to check before we switch one of these babies on. Okay, so you can see I've got two very different laptops. This one you can see is a little thinner. This is an HP laptop. This one is an Asus Tough Gaming. You can see a little bit thicker, a little bit bigger in comparison. So what we need to first of all look at is the fact that we have our devices, right? Then with that, we need our charging cables or charging blocks. Now, when you look at this, you can see over here, and I'm actually going to disassemble this so you can see, we've got two parts to our charging cable. This one will go into the port that we have on our laptop. So let's just have a look at that over here. You can see that. This fitting will go in there. Okay. Now what's important on this, and especially when you lose your laptop charges or you need to replace it, you need to check at the back. Take a photo of this, make sure you know these settings. You can probably check it online as well to see whether this is a 12 volt, 24 volt. I'm just looking for this one. This one is a 19 volt charger. So if you need to get some like a universal charger, then for this one it would be a 19 volt, right? Now, the second part goes into our charging block, and you can see there's only one way for it to go in. Only one way. There we go. And then I'm going to plug it into the wall. Now, sometimes you have the 3-pin plug, sometimes you have the 2-prong, whichever one it is, it's fine. And I'm just going to take power out here, and I'm going to plug the power in. And what we should see is a light coming up on the side. Now that light indicates that there's power coming from the wall into your laptop. Also remember, the reason why we do this is because at the back there is a battery. Remember, your laptops run off of a battery. That's what makes them portable. That's what allows us to use it on the go, to just switch it on wherever, whenever we want to. So it's good to charge them regularly. This light, or the color of the light, will usually change when the laptop is fully charged. So I've got it in, I haven't charged it, and I'm just going to open it. And now I'm going to look for my power button, which is over here. And this is where I will then switch it on. Some of the other things you want to check also is that there's nothing in your USB ports. So here you can see I've got two USB ports on that side. I've got a few other ports here, but there's nothing in there. There's nothing obstructing anything. And really the only thing I need to do is, if it's charged, switch it on. If it's not charged, it just won't switch on, right? I plug in my power, and then as I'm using it, it's working off the battery, but it's being charged at the same time as well. Now let's look at the slightly bigger one and see how it differs. Okay, so I've still got just my normal ports here. You can see I've got a USB port on the other side. I've got a few more USB ports. I've got a network card, I've got HDMI. I'll explain all those things as we go along. But for now, what do I need to get this started? Well, I can just open it and see if it's going to switch on. If it does, I know I still have a little bit of charge left in the battery. Remember, at the back, this is where, if I take this cover off, this is where my battery will be. But have a look now at my charging block. Look at the difference in size between my Asus Tough Gaming laptop charger and my HP. Why do you think that is? Because obviously this laptop is going to be doing a lot more than the other one. Okay, this is a gaming laptop, which means it's going to require more power, which means it's got more processing power as well, more RAM, everything I need to be able to play my games efficiently, if I can put it that way. Yeah, so this is a 20 volt charger, and you can see the same applies. I have two parts. I have my charging block, and I have the other part that goes into the wall. So again, I'm just going to put the two together, make sure it's plugged in at the wall so that I've got power, and see where my charging port is. On this machine, you can see there's my charging port. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to plug that in. And once I do that, there are, on this laptop, lights over here that will show me whether it's plugged in and charging. Remember, on the other laptop, we had the light that came on the side. On this one, it comes on top, and it also changes color from when it's charging to when it's fully charged. And folks, those are, on the laptops at least, some of the basics that you'll be checking before you switch things on.